Hey, Robin. Thanks for calling back. Oh, Tubby Wubby Town. Yeah, well, I got. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm not. I guess I'm not aware of my own timetable. Uh oh. Yeah. Yeah. No, nothing. I went. I went into the city to get a new phone because the phone I have is, the battery's wearing. You know what I mean? It's 3 years old. Excuse me. And I was put on hold. I understand they're short staffed. Whatever. 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 But as I was sitting, was standing around waiting for the phone call, some young fella picked up one of the big steel barricades, picked it up and threw it to the ground. He was upset, yelling, yelled at his girlfriend. He knocked over some other barricade. Some other guy walked over and put it back in its right place. And excuse me. And the guy wasn't very happy. There were some girls looking at him, and he said, yelling. He said, "What are you guys looking at?" I just kept walking. I just know you don't look in that direction because you don't know what's going to happen. But these two girls had to be nosy. I looked at him. I just kept walking. He's upset about something, but he's really upset. So people are, yeah, but people are cracking. People are, yeah. Well, you know, you know, you start talking about, well, I believe in the Constitution. Well, it's their right. Well, people, well, they were peaceful. They were peaceful. They had private property, property that belonged to the people. The state house belonged to the people. That's it. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, yeah, they were peaceful. No one got shot. No one got beaten up. No one just, so they just got. But you know what? But you know what? This guy was screaming and yelling, and he was throwing things, and he didn't hurt anybody. That's it. Well, he could have, but he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. No, 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 no. They knew what they were doing. They what was they're doing because they're cracking and they're having a hard time, and there's all sorts of problems, Robin, that you don't see because you're in beautiful, lovely Florida. I'm in the city here. I see it. I see it. Well, if you speak with the attorneys, if you speak with the constant, listen. Well, yeah. Well, guess what? Guess what? Well, who's likely putting at risk? The National Guard. Well, it's their right to, I'm sorry. Well, you know what? A lot of people aren't wearing the mask. A lot of people do not believe the narrative that they're hearing. That's it. That's it. Well, what if they get themselves sick? Well, we don't know. We don't know if they're carriers or not. We don't know because no, these people haven't been tested. Well, yeah, we don't know. But the thing is, but the thing is, until you test them, you really can't say anything. Listen, the Constitution stands with or without pandemics or anything else. That's it. That's it. I thought it was. I watched it, but these people are pissed off. Well, so what? So what? So what? So what? Yeah. Well, think of it this way: you're nice and safe and inside your home in Florida. These people are taking a risk. That's it. Well, you know what? This country hasn't been safe. Well, you think this country is really safe? Well, the country isn't safe. It goes into a depression. You'll really have problems. Well, that's not true because I saw some African Americans there too, and there were some brown people. Don't pick on the white people. Well. You know what? Yeah, but you know what? I'm a brown person. I'm a mud person with black eyes and black hair. So you know what? I'm not going to play. Well, you know what? I'm a human being, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to play that white, black. I'm not going to play that game. It's a double standard. Well, well, we're talking about double standards with me. No, well, I think so. We don't know that. We don't know. We don't know. Well, yeah, I know. Well, then, but what rights were they trampling on? It was a peaceful assembly. They were screaming and yelling. Everybody screams and yell. People, we certainly do. We certainly do. Well, you know, throughout history, from the French Revolution until our revolution, people had to pick up arms against their oppressors. They feel oppressed. I feel oppressed. I feel oppressed being stuck inside here. And you know what? I feel oppressed because now, I feel. I'm not yelling. I'm not. Oh, okay. Let me get a chance to say something because you run with the story, and I have to wait. You know, now, now I have to worry about these new these new what's this rats. If they catch you not within 6 feet with a mask off your nose, they're going to write you up with a summons. That's tyranny, man. That's tyranny. If you, if a man or a woman wants to take a chance not wearing their mask, that's their business. I keep my 6 feet away. And just was it? You see someone breaking quarantine, you can call. That that reminds me of Stasi Germany. Okay, that's communism. We're all big adults. Well, reckless in what way? They know exactly what they're doing. They no. It's more than that. It's more than that. It's more than that. Well, you have to. Okay, all right. And now, can I say something? These media outlets, they have their agenda too. Okay, I heard that same argument that those are just poor excuses that they're picking. I want a haircut. I want this. I want that. People need to. Okay, I know. I heard it too. I heard it too. I heard no, no, no. They they pick and choose what they want to broadcast. I know people in the business. I hung around with these. No, no, what do you mean? That has nothing to do. It has a force and has nothing to do with it. If someone walks over to me with a microphone, hi Chase. Anyway, give me a second. If someone walks over to me and gives me a microphone, I want to tell them like it is. Now the governor today is worried about sanitizing all the trains and buses. I've been complaining about this. Excuse me. I have been complaining about that since the beginning. Now he says it's going to be a monument. What do you mean monumental? Pick up the phone and call South Korea, call Taiwan, ask them how they did it. While you're at it, why don't you call? Well, so you know what? You know he, he's a dollar short. Well, well, things are ah. But you know what? Maybe it's possible, but they didn't. Yes, they do. When they feel oppressed, people will do that. Okay, and they feel oppressed. Well, you know what? We don't know that, but we don't know that. We don't know that, and it didn't happen, did it? Well, again, well, these people. Well, then the governor. Yeah, well, well, but it didn't happen, which means to tell me that maybe it's time to make these politicians open up their minds instead of giving dictates like the governor of California that got pissed off that if you don't obey me, I'm going to extend it some more time. That's childish. That's childish. That's childish. Well, you know what? Well, why did he say that? Why did he say that? Because they're not cooperating with him? We. Well, you know what? Okay, when it comes. Yeah, and well, so is New York. Well, whoever. Well, let me ask you something. Who created the blue state, red state? You know who's ever developed that concept? The left wingers. The left wingers. Because I'll tell you something. I used to be a lefty myself, and when I saw how irrational they were and how illogical they weren't left wing progressives. These are not progressives, and they're not left wingers. Not the left wingers that I knew. Come on, man. I used to visit all those places. No, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. You know where I lie politically. I'm a political atheist. I don't belong to political parties. I don't believe in any of the ideologies except for one thing: what the Constitution is. The founding part of this country, George Washington. Okay, well, why don't you let me finish? Why don't you let me finish? George Washington warned us not to belong to political parties because they have ideologies. So I don't listen to them. Okay, I'm not saying that Democrats are left wing. You used to have conservative Democrats too. They don't exist anymore. They've been killed. They've been destroyed politically. Well, well, a per- so who would you stack it in? Okay. Who would you? Okay. Which? Well, I thought we had a pretty good mix until recently. Well, most of these. Okay. You won't. Okay. All right. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah. Well, our democratic, yeah, 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 right, right. He's a Christian. Our democratic socialist buddy here. Excuse me, but listen. Our democratic mayor here. Excuse me. Our democratic mayor here broke up an Orthodox funeral last night. That was 2 nights ago. Okay. Freedom of religion. It was infringed upon. They all know that they're all taking a chance. Everybody knows. I go out, I know I'm taking a chance. Okay? And according to what I've been reading the stats, there are doctors that are questioning this. I'm going to post a very interesting interview tonight that a friend of mine shared with me about this, about the numbers, about the numbers. You know, I don't agree with your position, and I don't agree. Yeah, but yeah, common sense and respect was in Tampa. I don't. And well, you know, I saw it tonight, but it's in the okay. You're now you're shouting over me. Now you're shouting over me. Well, I'm just no kidding. I live in a city that's notorious for that. Okay, I live in a city that's notorious, but people are angry. People are upset. You know the suicide rates are up, huh? Suicide rates are up, and no, 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 no. Suicide rates are up. People kill themselves because they see no hope and no future, and their lives are ruined. Okay, so people commit suicide. This lockdown, I think it went a little too far. Closing down businesses, they have their constitutional rights, property rights. Don't they have property rights? They have property rights. I understand that. Yeah, yeah, but you know what? But uh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. How did they? I understand that, but let me ask you something. How did they get sick? Because from what I understand, they were all protected, and they were wearing masks. You cannot control someone who's not taking care of themselves, washing their hands, doing all the necessary things that they have to do. I know, I know. But let me ask you something. Shouldn't that be the responsibility of the corporation? Because what I'm telling you is that these people are inside their own special cubicles, surrounded by plastic, whatever, plastic. This all their hazmats. How did they get it? They got it when they went out drinking or doing whatever they're doing, and they caught it someplace in an unsanitary area. We don't know how where these people live. Well, then you know what? You go in and you clean it. Well, guess what? But let me. No, no, no. No. You want to talk about a double standard? If I take one of those vaccines and I drop dead of a heart attack, I can't sue the manufacturer, the doctor, or anything else. So you're telling me? No, 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 no. I checked on the law myself. I checked on the law myself. You cannot. I'm just saying. Yeah, yeah, but that particular plant, I researched it and I watched the reports. They were doing an excellent job in protecting. They were separating people 6 feet away. They had them inside protected areas. They were doing their fair share. No, 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 but no, but you're bringing up the. I know. So you know what you do? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, wait. No, 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 no. So what do you do when it's contaminated? You close it down, you clean it, you make sure it's all clean. You call the CDC. Well, then they should. That's just common sense. That's just common sense. Well, what? Well, then who do you blame? Who do you blame? What's the okay? Well, what's this? You know, ah, well, that's probably the problem. Well, but let me tell you something. Why don't they speak the language? Why don't they speak the language? Why don't people speak the language? You come to an English-speaking country. Wait, well, then maybe they're paying them off the books and they're taking advantage of them. Okay, that's neither a Republican point, but you know that's neither Republican or a Democratic issue. No one is following the law. The law is there for both sides. Well, you know what? The employers should be held responsible. You won't let me finish, and they're being screwed. Okay, I know they're being screwed. Okay, yeah, I don't understand. When I called immigration to report illegal activities, they never listened to me. In fact, I got a phone call from the lawman telling me stop calling them once or twice a week. I was reporting illegal activities, and they didn't do anything. Was that well? Then do you blame now? Do you blame a Republican or a Democrat? I blame the. I blame. Well, I'm talking. Yeah, but you're not listening to me. I am telling you is that I took the legal recourse. I followed the rules by calling these places, and no one did anything about it. That's it. I know it's a responsibility. I know that. I know that. I know that. I know that. No, I think they're all equally at fault because these people come here with no papers, illegal, don't want to speak, no, nadie quiere para emprender la lengua inglés. Viene aquí para vivir aquí de todo. Listen, I know how it works. Okay, I know how it works. Well, it's a business that I'm in. Me too. Me too. Well, do you know what you? Well, did did well? What did you call him a hypocrite? I'm glad you did. It's been broken long before we were even born. Well, why don't you? Well, then why don't you be an independent then? Well, that's not fair, is it? It isn't fair. Or with Clinton, or Mrs. Clinton. It goes on and on and on and on and on. It goes on and on and on. Well, then then. Well, I don't. Well, okay. If you, okay, all right, all right. Well, since since I believe in equality, you have women that get that just as that can be just as bad as men. Yeah, just as bad. Well, you know what? You know what? You know what? I can apply what? What? It happened to me. On that note, I'll let you go because my boss is calling me. I can see what my manager wants. I'll talk to you later. I still think they had the right to do what they had to do, even though they went crazy. Yeah, well, you know what? They've been peacefully protesting for weeks and weeks and weeks. They're pushed, they're frustrated, and that's it. Anyway, I got to call my boss. Bye. Bye bye. Bye. Hey, Shia, how are you? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. I know. I know. What happened? Yeah, I'm sure they would. Yeah. 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 They're what? Yeah, yeah, but they sold off everything inside the store. They sold everything. No, no, they just flirted. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. They say so. Yeah. Let me call you right back. Okay? No, no, no. I'll call you right back in 5 minutes. I'll call you right back. Okay. Bye bye. It's me again. I just want to make a point with you about this. No, no, no. What's so funny? There's nothing. This is a serious situation. Well, of course I'm something. Of course I'm something. I just found out from my friend that they're going to furlough him after how many years working at this place, at this big retail store. And he's been locked inside his place for weeks and weeks and weeks. He comes out and he's having emotional issues. He said, I wanted to, you called me a little while ago. I got angry and I threw my phone up against the wall. People are at a cracking point. So something has to be done. And these people who you disagree with, because they have guns and screaming and yelling, they're at a breaking point too. I'm not looking at it from a I'm not I am not looking at it from a right or wrong, whether they're violent. The fact is, people are being pushed to the edge. You're putting them in the corner. You know why? So what? So what? Why? Well, then if they get shot, excuse me. Yeah, well, you know what? Why? Why are they doing that? Because they are at a point of no return. Well, well, you know what? I don't think they were extreme because they're at a breaking point. They are at emotional, well, disagree. Well, that's fine. But I hope to God that you don't have to feel that way because I feel for my friend after how many years of working for this place, he gets furloughed, huh? And people are at a breaking point. I see it, and I hear it. But when you have, yeah, well, this big company, no, no, but well, this big company applied for the loan and they weren't giving a loan. The government turned them down. How can you go back to work when you have the government? I'm t- well, how can you let them go back to work when the state orders the company to close down? That's the problem. The governor and the mayor and the president has told them to close down. That's a good, but it's a clear in New York. Well, I'm not talking about yeah. Well, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about here in New York. I'm talking about my circle of friends, and I'm explaining to you is that these people that stormed the building with their weapons and screaming and yelling, blah 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 blah. Yes, there's a risk in everything. What can I say? But these people are reacting out of emotional stress. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, but yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, well, yeah, yeah. What extreme about what? Extreme that the people are locked in. I'm living it, man. I'm living that. Okay, people, and out of the country too. But the thing is, listen, listen. There are remedies and cures to open for this problem by opening up the economy. I was watching videotape where there are people in restaurants, 50% capacities, the spacing. The waiters and waitresses are wearing gloves and face masks and everything else. It can be done. And when they come in, they check their temperature. When they leave, they check their temperature. Okay, at least people are doing something and they're working. People want to get back to normal. These people, once again, who you think who's wrong, you disagree with, are at an emotional breaking point. That's the point I'm trying to tell you. So what happened? Yeah, well, let me finish. So this done. Well, you know what? When people become irrational, they're not going to think about doing things differently, Robin, because they've been pushed. Why have they become? That's become no, no, no. That's well, they were put in that position. No, 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 no. They become irrational because well, I've heard parents who could complaining to me about how hard it is to be and cooped up in the same house with all their kids. Okay, it isn't. It's hard for them. Okay. Well, so did fathers too. So did fathers too. Fathers too. That for fathers too. Okay, but fathers too. Yeah, but you know what? It's well, you know what? It's easy. It's easy for you to say that because you don't have any kids. I have a kid. I know how difficult it is. Okay, these regard. You don't give me a chance. The pandemic, yeah. Well, you know, the a natural disaster is one thing, and a pandemic is another thing. In what respect? In what respect? In what respect? Well, either way, either way, these people are having emotional problems. Okay. Well, you know what? I didn't feel fearful, and I still believe that they did what they did because they have been pushed to the brink. That's it. That's it. I'm not defending them. I'm just telling you what I think what they're going through, and yeah, is that you could have been done it that you could have done it differently, but they have been doing it differently. They didn't. They were outside being peaceful and protesting, and the governor pisses them off, ignores him. Well, that's normal. That's normal. Well, so now they took it to a step higher. That's all. That's all. Well, I don't think I. You know, I think these people are rational enough and intelligent enough to not even take another. Well, you know, yeah, don't they? People snap. People snap. People snap because they've been pushed to a point where they can't handle it. Well, excuse me, not everybody, not everybody can do that, and people have different levels of snapping. Okay, that's all. Well, let's define, let's define, let's define level three and level four. Let's define that. Do you really think that? Do you really think? And they were, yeah, and they were ignored, and they were ignored, and exactly because they were ignored, no one paid attention to them. No one even, excuse me. Yeah, no, not attention, but the most important. Yeah, no, they were getting no attention from the person who they're going after. That's the governor. If the governor would come out and have a cup and parley with these people, they could come to a mutual agreement. I would, I would, I would, I would, I would, I would. So what? Just because they have automatic weapons, it doesn't mean they're going to use it on anybody. Well, that's not. Yeah, well, you know, I don't think I don't think it's going to happen with these people. I would, but those people, and there's no evidence to prove that they would do that. Yeah. Well, level three. Well, if they were blocked, so how did they get past the National Guard if they were being blocked by the National Guard? If that's the aim, well, remember that there's a brain behind these organizations. You follow me? No, yeah, well, these citizens, yeah, but but they're organized. They're organized. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, all right. Because I heard differently that what? Well, I don't think they would go to the next level, which we call violence. Okay, I don't think they would go that far. No, no, but violence, the third level, yeah, but there's no, and I don't believe these people are going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that. But I'm just saying, well, of course it's possible, but it didn't happen. It's well, it's just as possible. It's also, but you're shouting over me. You're shouting over me. Well, you do the same thing to me. Or, or you could define the level three as probably getting some lawyers to back them, and they can do it that way. Well, I haven't heard any attorneys. I haven't seen any attorneys go forward to oh, what happened here? I haven't seen any what happened here. Well, I'm just telling you is that these people are at a wit's end, and they're behaving irrationally because they're being pushed far. You haven't been pushed that far. Maybe you don't have a breaking point, but some people have breaking points. I know that. I know that. not in every case, well, it can happen that I can walk outside and I can get hit by a car. There you go. There you go. There's a chance. There's a chance. Listen, nothing became worse than what they did, and I don't think they're going to go any further than that because I have a little bit of faith in these people. Oh, well, we'll see. And so you they have it. We'll see. I don't think they're going to go that far. Well, he's your president too. He's your president too. Don't throw that in my face. Oh, well, then why do you say he's my president? Why? Now, do you think that's fair? You think that's fair? Well, that's how. Well, that's how I took it. Okay, but he's not your president. Okay, all right. Okay, okay, all right. Well, yeah, you also, well, but you know what? You know, yeah, aren't they? Aren't they? And do you blame him? But I watched that report several times. Well, yeah, excuse me, words does matter. And I listened to the report several times, and I don't hear it. I didn't hear him taking taking you have to drink Clorox. Oh, please, anyone? No, no, yeah, sanitizing. Yeah, well, so is rubbing alcohol a disinfectant. Well, you heard one thing. Yeah. Well, I've heard people debate you. Well. There are people who are going to tell you otherwise. They also talked to, but yeah, but what about when but what about when Mr. Fauci was talking about chloroquine and all that stuff, and the couple? Oh, but please, you can't hold him responsible if he says something. Well, I listened to, I watched that particular segment about 3 or 4 times. I said, well, I don't think I heard him talking about bleach. He's talking about sanitizing. He was spit rolling and disinfecting. Okay, he was spitballing things. That's all. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I know that, but see, well, whose fault is that for taking? But you're supposed to stop and think. I think before you do these things. I don't hold them responsible. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter to me. Well, well, there are scientists who I heard and that won't agree with you. I just know is that the lockdowns are going too far, and and you're having an equal amount of people that are going loony over this. Yeah, and also, and also, and also, the governor and the mayor, they were privy. Yeah, yeah, well, you know what? Yes, they no, no, wait. I was following the no, wait. Come on. Come on. And he was told by Fossey, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it because he went on to say it later on. I saw the news clip. I saw the news clip. No, I was told, I was told, I was told that he was informed by Mr. Fauci that is not going to be a problem. Now, let's talk about but let's talk about SARS killed thousands and thousands of people. No one could well, you know what? Well, let me tell you something. It's been circulating in the country probably even more longer than November. Well, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, but they do because these viruses burn themselves out. Well, okay, it's burning itself out now. Well, I heard that he had a reason for these things because supposedly he had discovered mouse feces going on. Listen, okay, okay, all right. My sources are wrong. Yeah, okay, okay, all right. Yeah, and I wonder why he did that. You tell me. You're the one who's saying it. I'm not me. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. Listen, I listen to all the sides. I'm not taking sides with anybody. Okay, and we're talking about water under the bridge. We were talking about why these people did what they did today. They had been pushed too far, so they're reacting it that way. So they're reacting the way that anyone would react if they feel. Well, your guys. Well, I don't think it will go to level three. Yeah, and this Saturday and Sunday and Monday. I don't. I believe that these people are not going. Listen, you have no faith in the people. I have faith in the people. That's all. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't equate human beings. I wouldn't equate human beings as being mad dogs. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think. Yeah, but I'm not. I'm not going to compare them to a pack of wild dogs. Yeah, I understand that. And why? And why is it? Yeah, but you know what? You're assuming that they would do that. I don't believe that these people. Well, you know what? Yeah, all it takes. It can also all it take this that they didn't is that they went in, upset, pushed to the point, and they probably won't. There have been exceptions in history where you had mobs, but a mob, yeah. Well, there's a possibility that the National Guard could have shot all of them, like they did at Kent State. Remember Kent State? The National Guard fired upon it. So, well, do you think that all those soldiers that were at Kent State weren't a mob? They were a mob. But they were a mob. All those soldiers that shot at those students were mobs, but they're a mob. A group of five, about a group of 120 National Guardsmen. No, I'm talking. No, 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 no. I am talking about that because you're talking about mob rule. Well, the soldiers were a mob. Well, mob rule, mob mentality, mob. I know that mob rule, mob mentality. All the soldiers were had the guns with the bayonets, and they shot the students dead. Yeah, listen, this is it. Black and white, blue or yellow. I have faith in these people that they won't take it to any level higher than that, and you don't because you're afraid of mob rule. Well, you know what? I have faith in God in Jesus Christ that things will be taken care of. That's it. Yeah, well, no, no. When you say time was tell with me, yeah, you take that. You have no faith in God and Jesus because Jesus and God will take care of this. Okay, Jesus and God will take care of this. Period. Trump that. Trump. What do you mean hope so? Well, I have faith. Well, hoping to me is just hope. I have faith, and there's a difference between hope and faith. Mm. Hoping is hoping, but faith, which is in knowledge, and knowledge with the absolute trust, this is going to happen. I don't think these people are going to go crazy. They've been pushed too far. Well, I'm not going to wish because you know what they say about wishing. I have faith in God in Jesus that it's not going to get that far, and I have faith that this governor will step down and say, "Listen, I work for you. Let's parlay and work out a deal." But he doesn't want to work out a deal. The governor doesn't want to work a deal out. It's his responsibility. Whoever, who cares? The governor, male or female, it doesn't matter to me. I don't see man or woman. I see a human being who should be responsible for her population and who she works for, and she's not listening to them. What are their complaints? What are their errors? What are they doing? Come on, please. I've had levels of responsibility. If someone has an issue, let's sit down and talk about it. I'm not going to be intransigent. I'm married. I listen to the other point of view. Come on. You've been cheated on. I understand that. It's happened worse to me. Okay? I was lied. Well, you know what? Yeah, well, the difference is you won't do anything like that, but these people feel otherwise. And you know what? What can I say? Just say they behaved responsibly. No, there was no bloodshed. No one got beaten up. There were a lot of angry people, and the National Guard. To me, it would just be the National Guard, and they were armed too. And they were armed too. Yeah. Well, you know what? The French Revolution, the burning of the books in Kristallnacht in Germany. Come on. There have been exceptions where you had a mob rule, a mob mentality, but it didn't become violent. You have exceptions, okay? Well, this is the particular case where well, leave it at yeah, but I'm not going to leave it at that because you don't seem to accept the fact that these people have been pushed to a breaking point to where they okay, all right, well didn't sound like it to me. And you're lucky that you don't have the response and but you don't but you're looking at not to have a responsibility of owning a business. Well, neither do I. Neither do I. I'm not saying that it is right or wrong. I'm just saying that these people have been pushed to the point of almost no return, and this is how they behaved. That's it. What can I say? I'm not taking their sides. You asked me. I said, well, this is what I believe because based upon what I've been seeing and watching and listening to people. Well, like how? Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, well, I see, but irresponsible. Okay. Well, well, we don't know if they have. We don't know. We don't know if they have access to these things. We don't know their situation, and if they, you know what, I walk out. Well, you know what? When I'm outside by myself, I do the same thing too. You know. Well, can I ask you something? Well, let me ask you something because I don't know what's going on in their mind. You don't know what they're going. Next time you see somebody like that, why don't you walk over and ask them, why are you doing this? I just want to know what's going through your mind because I feel that you're being irresponsible. But I want to know what's your reason. You're judging them and assuming that they're being irresponsible because of I could say, well, maybe or maybe not. They but when you say to me that she's being irresponsible, it is a judgment. Well, first of all, we have a mask for the child, and when I do take the child out, I have it. But maybe, but see, I have access to those materials. They may not have access. Yeah, yeah, I understand that. Maybe she had. Well, we don't know, but not. No, 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 no. For babies, it's a different problem. It's a different size for children. Well, then yeah, okay, I understand. I understand. But yeah, well, but yeah, I understand. You should have stopped and asked her why you doing that. Well then, but then you know what? I follow the old maxim rule: mind my own business. Well, well, maybe they are. Well, how are you? How are you? Well, the masks that well the ma- I mean those masks, those surgical masks, give you very little protection. The N95 and above gives you real protection. Okay, they give you that just keeps you if you cough, and it could be just be an innocent dry cough, you keep it to yourself. You follow me? And when you speak to people, the air. So well, I'm glad you do. I'm glad somebody does. Well, maybe she doesn't believe. Maybe maybe she doesn't believe that. Maybe she doesn't believe in it. We don't know. Well, I have all those vaccinations and I didn't have a problem. But when I did take that vaccine 5 or 6, 7 years, whatever years ago, I suffered for it. I suffered for it. I took two summer flu shot. Okay, two flu shots. I came down with bronchial pneumonia, not once but twice. Well, I took it. We'll see. Yeah, but those are proven. Those are proven to work and with very little side effects. Anyways, well, you need to. I've heard. Well, you need to ask them why because I don't know why. Well, well then you tell me. Well, I have a friend of mine I have a friend of mine who went. Well, I'd like to see the stats on that because I have a friend of mine whose granddaughter. Yeah, it also happens that a lot of these well, in her particular case, her granddaughter took the shot and was it like a day or two after she was born, and she's autistic, and she believes that this was caused by those. Was it a child takes up to 75 different type of vaccinations? Well, see, well, I understand that, but I know. Well, then yeah, I know that, but then I want to know. Well, you need to ask them because me, I'm just watching this circus act. I'm watching all of this. I'm trying to give explanation to you. I'm based upon. I don't know these people. You need to stop and ask them. When you see people like that, you should ask them. Yeah, but that's different. But that's different. I wish you let me finish. Say hi. Yeah, I know. I practice that. But you. Well, what can I say? You need to bring that point up to them. Well, I don't know what was going on in that particular office because the boss should automatically say, "Listen, it's that you're sick, you just stay home." Well, then that's the culture of that job that you were at. That's all. That's their culture. Well, yeah, I'm talking to a friend of mine in Wales, and he can't sleep because he's been locked down. Chase, tell me how long have you been locked down? How long? He can't sleep. He hasn't been out of his house in weeks and weeks and weeks. He can't sleep. Well, he hasn't left since March 27th. He's been locked up inside. You've been out once or twice. He hasn't been out and haven't walked or anything. Tell me, how bad is the virus in Wales? He hasn't walked or done anything. I'm trying to explain to my friend Chase, that today mob ruled went cuckoo at I'm at this steakhouse in Michigan. It's bad, very very bad in Wales. It's worse there than it is here. I'm telling my friend that, Chase, and they went crazy. They went up to the state house. They went into the chambers, and they were screaming and yelling because they want to be taken off there from their prison. I'm talking to my friend. Well, they were, they were, they were because no, he purchased everything beforehand. Chase, my friend wants to know how did you get all the food? You stocked up on it, which I'm sure. Did you stock up on it? Waiting for his response. He already had a friend, two friends that suffered from it, and one he hasn't heard from. Well, that's just yeah, but yeah, but well, let me ask you something. How much? Okay, how much are you paying for the masks? Okay, well, people have to pay $65 in one place. $65 for 50 masks. That's called price gouging. Wouldn't you call it price gouging? Because the regular, yeah. Well, then, where's the mayor and the governor to crack down on these people? Huh? I'm talking about New York. I am talking about New York. I know, but I'm telling you. Well, that's the I know, I know, I know that. Well, not everybody, you know, everything should be looked at individually. Okay, everything should be done individually. Some of these people may not have the resources. Well, well, that's then I'm not being stupid. Well, not yeah. Well, our hospital, our our hospitals here have plenty of room, and they're going to start doing elective surgery very soon. They've been laying off people. I'm talking no, well, ours is not overwhelmed. Ours is not overwhelmed. We have an overabundance of ventilation systems and everything else. They predicted they predicted they gave out all these models and they were proven wrong. It can hit me. I have type 2 diabetes and heart disease. It can hit me, but you know what? Mine is controlled. And I don't smoke. I didn't do drugs. I didn't do irresponsible things. I took care of myself. There's something called but it's called personal responsibility. If that mother wants to run around with her business without the mask, hey, I'm staying 6 feet away from her. I don't want to bother her. Exactly. Exactly. Well, you're assuming that, but you're assuming that people are doing that. Well, we we don't. Yeah. Well, I guess I guess I guess I guess I guess I must be floating around on a different level, high or low, in between, or some other place because the friends I know they have been locked up inside their places for so long is that they're beginning to show emotional problems, like me. Okay, like me, and I like you. Oh, I don't. I don't even want to go there, even think about that point. I just know. Well, well. We don't know. No, no, but no. Well, there you go. You don't know that. You don't know that. You're assuming that they're not going to do it. You're thinking the best. Well, exactly. Well, but you well then then don't go there. But you're assuming that people are going to do that. That's all. Well then, how are you out there? Yeah. Well then, then it's up to your discretion to find out who to go, who to patronize, and who not to patronize. Yeah. So yeah. Well, people like it. Listen, you're assuming these things, and that's fine. I'm just telling you. But we're talking about one thing. These people rushing, and you asked me. I told you. I think they're doing it because they've been pushed over. He said, "Well, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be carrying." Well, then that's you, and that's them. I personally. Oh God. Well, they had been doing it. Okay. Well, then tell me, what could they have done differently? But they have. But they have. Oh, okay. No, yeah, because well, you know what? Why did they resort? Well, that's not violence too because no one was beaten up or hit. Okay, they have been protesting for X amount of time outside of the Capitol building, and they were ignored. Well, but how can you compare the KKK to these people? But that's not but it's not a logical. But these are a different group of people. Yes, no one got hurt, but I would not. I wouldn't. But listen, I would not compare. You're laughing. How could I compare the KKK to these people? They're not. But they're not the KKK. Can't keep myself stimulated for more than an hour. I've painted. Well, we don't know. We don't know they're all white nag. I saw people of color there. Well, but how can you compare that situation to this situation, Robin? Well, yeah, exactly. No one. But listen, people, people that are running up and screaming and yelling, and they might have a weapon. To me, isn't violent. When they're shooting people, yeah. I'm missing the point? I understand. Yes, I know. I'm a dunce. I have a dunce hat. Okay, but that's how. Yeah, yeah. I know the point you're trying. Trashing. Trashing is picking up something and destroying it. That's violence. But when they go through, but when they go through, when they, no, no, yeah, but there was no destruction of property. There were no acts. There were no property damage. As far as we know, no one got hurt. No one got punched in the face. There was no spilled blood. Then what are you referring to then? And what's an act of violence? People yelling and screaming, but that's not violence. So then define me that. What's the define? I'm listening to you. I want you. Yeah, but they didn't do that. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that. I understand that. That's violence. I know it's violence. Well, but these, yeah, I understand, but these people didn't do that. They didn't destroy property. They didn't destroy anything. They were screaming and yelling, and so what? Oh, I understand that, but I don't think it's uh. Well, I'm sure the National Guard may have felt threatened, but then again, these people that are protesting, no, I'm telling you, well, well, since well, excuse me, I want to answer it this way. If I was inside one of those offices and I knew there was a protest outside, I would leave. And they didn't come into my office. I'm sure there were people that are scared. I'm sure there were people. I'm sure there were. Yeah. Well, you know what? You know what? I'm sure there were office employees. I am going to answer to give me a chance to stop talking over me. I'm sure that there were secretaries that were scared out of their wits. Okay. So what? So what? So they did, but they're scared out of their wits. Yeah. So what? I like tonight. I had a guy who was picking up things and throwing them near me. Yeah. I mean, I didn't feel threatened. I just walked away. I walked. I didn't look at him. But what do you expect from people who've been pushed to the edge? You don't. You feel that you won't won't do anything, but they did. You asked me, and I told you. I don't know what's going on. First of all, we weren't there. I wasn't there. I can't gauge the situation. I just said, well, this is what they did because people are sick and tired. Well, but yeah, but not all of them. Well, I would have called in sick knowing what was going on outside. Yeah, no, they were already there outside with their weapons protesting for days. I would, yeah, but okay. I'm sure too. I'm sure too. I'm sure that the National Guard, why, why did they? I don't think they went too far. You know, well, because yeah. Well, let me ask you something. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm not too sure. We don't know, but I want to answer it this way. We don't know what they would have done anyway. We don't know that. Well, you're assuming that. Well, as far as I know, they knew, the government knew, by placing those soldiers outside that they knew they was going to reach to that level. They knew it because they've been pushed. Listen, I I'm just the observer. You asked me and I told you, and you went off and you said that I'm wrong. Well, you know what? I'm not right or wrong. Well, that's how I feel. I'm neither right or wrong. This is what I think happened, based upon. I'm not defending. I'm not defending. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I acknowledge. I acknowledge. Well, you know what? I'm sure they were threatened from the first day that they were protesting. If I was working inside that office, I would feel threatened if I was working inside the state house seeing hundreds of people protest. This is going to escalate, and I'm not going to be here to see it. So I use some common sense. I have sick days because they got great benefits, these people, and they leave. But they didn't. And I'm not defending anybody here. Well, who am I defending? I'm assuming. No. I'm not defending the protest. I'm assuming. And you can apply my concept that these people have been pushed too far and they're reacting badly. But I can understand why they're behaving that way. Doesn't mean I'm giving it an okay. I'm not author. I'm not saying that it's right. They're upset, and that's it. That's it. But they were, but they were for days. Okay, but they were for days peacefully protesting. Well, you know what? They were ignored. They've been marginalized, and they felt pushed. Yeah, but you know, yeah, wait. No, what's a pitiful excuse? Well, how pitiful is it? What? Get over what? Well, and it doesn't cut it with me either. That you know what? I take offense that you feel that my feelings or my observation is pitiful. I don't think it's pitiful. But you said that it's pitiful that I take that position. I don't understand. Yeah, they were ignored. That they pleaded with the governor to have these things done, and they've been ignored. And so what? I thought it was 2 weeks left, but they're saying it'd be 7 weeks. Okay, 7 more weeks. You're locked up inside. I'm sorry about that, Chase. Well, yeah. Well, think about it. Oh, but yeah. I understand that. You know what? You know what? Let's go. Let's expand the argument. Let's expand the argument. The concentration camp victims that were there for 5 years. Okay, but there's a difference between. You know what? I don't think that's a fair comparison. I don't think it is because you're talking about. And I'm doing it. I'm doing, but these people, but you know what? Yeah, but I don't. Okay, that's your judgment. It's not my judgment. I'm not going to about that. Oh, it's the same thing to me. When you tell me that they're loose cannon, I interpret it as a judgment. I have no opinion. I'm only telling you what I think could be going on. That's it. But it's more than just being cooped up. They're having problems. Oh, I don't want to even talk about that because it's horrible. Okay. Well, the governor, by not addressing their problems or at least talking to them, he created opening. He created those cans of worm. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't catch that one. Well, I wouldn't have let it. Well, I would have not. If I was a governor, I would have not allowed it to get that far. And the governor did. The governor did. Yeah. Their job. Well, when you listen to the others, when you listen to their sides and you listen to the attorneys, it's overreach. I'm not defending them. I'm just being the messenger boy to you. Okay, I'm telling you what they're saying. Okay, and I'm telling you, yeah. Well, that's your point of view. The point of view well, that's your point of view or opinion, whatever you want to label. Yeah, I know it's threatening. But you know what? But I see what they're trying to do. I don't agree with it. But what do you expect from people? Yeah, hold on here. I have to go. Listen, I think I'm making a lot of racket here. I'll talk to you later because I got to go because I got people knocking the door. Bye, bye. Hold on, Chase. Give me a second. Give me just a second. Hold on. I got to do something. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm arguing. Oh, comment. No, I had new sandwiches. Yeah, please, yeah. I'm sorry. I was arguing with my cousin. You know, if people don't understand, when you have a lot of money and you're living good, you don't worry. But they're not us. They're not us. If they lose their apartment, you can go to your mother's house. My mother and father are dead. I have nobody to go to. I can't even trust my daughter to take me. So what's going to happen? Huh? I'm not. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes. Okay, gracias. It's like I I don't like him, and I don't like him. Only thing I know is we're trancado like prisioneros. Okay? I could lose everything. And what do I have? Gas? No worries. Only here another 5 minutes. Yeah, I was having an argument with a friend of mine who lives in Tampa. There was a problem today at the Michigan State House where hundreds of protesters with guns, big whoop de doo, they had the right to carry their weapon, stormed into the State House demanding that the governor end the stay, end the lockdown. The curve is going down. There are not that many people passing away. They're losing their homes, they're losing their cars, they're going to become homeless, lose everything. And she thinks that they did it wrong. They could have done another better way. What was a better way? She couldn't answer me. What's the best way? But you're going to judge them and say what they did was wrong. I don't think they did I don't believe what they did was wrong. It's a natural reaction when you put someone up against a corner, up against a wall. I wouldn't have done that. I would rather use the law to get this governor to move. You know, anyway, no worries. Only another 5 minutes left. I was talking to a friend of mine in Florida. She's a Democrat, and I don't belong to anything. I don't belong to anything. So she defends the Democrats. I don't defend anybody. I it's insanity. It's just sheer insanity. I'm okay. I had to call her that was a big mistake because she hates Trump. I have nothing for or against the guy. I don't care. Just let me out of my prison. Let me out of my prison. Let me go back to my job to work and make my to make my living. That's what I want to do. Please. There's a third person in the chat room, but I don't know who the person is. Uh, you're on talking to Mr. Nobody and my friend Chase. Hello, how are you? Speak up, say something, write something, do something, get into the chat room. Have fun. I'm going to give myself a freaking heart attack now. My head's all hot. I don't need this. She asked me and I told her. And she said, well, and she asked me, what do you think? Well, I think they're reacting to their situation. And she thinks that I'm not defending anybody. You asked me for my opinion, and I told you what I think. I don't know what's going on. And they're all white men. I love it. She's white, I'm brown, and she said they're white men. So well, I don't think they're all white men. In this country, we have something what they call white guilt. White guilt. Guilt for what? Guilt for what? Why should you feel guilty for what someone did 50 years ago? Is anybody, are you still there, Chase? Yeah, this is what she doesn't understand. I'm worried how because you're going to be in 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks, let alone 8 weeks. Well, that's my point. That's my point. End the lockdowns. That's all. My goodness. Now they begin to realize that their models that they gave were all wrong. I don't know how bad it is in Scotland. I I don't know, but I've been very suspicious. You know, the governor here said that he's going to lift the restrictions by May 15th. We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see what really happens. I got a real bad feeling this guy is going to bust balls, and extend it further. Meanwhile, other states are opening up. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. There's a third person here, and I don't know why the person doesn't respond. You have any idea, God Chase? No, you thought it was Tuesday. No, today it's for me. That's a good thing. It's Thursday. Isn't that funny? I had to think about that. Okay, the probably the band troll. Okay. No, today's Thursday here. In 1 hour, it's going to be Friday. Life is just falling away, falling away. Yeah, the band troll. I wonder why they want to troll us. Why do they want to troll us? I have no clue. Why do they want to troll us? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Yeah, you know what? I have something to admit to you. I live on YouTube, but uh, yeah, yeah. Ever since but before it wasn't that much. Yeah, but before it was okay. Now, what can you do? What can you do? What I find amazing is these prices for food. I'm eating at the fast food joints because I'm not going to pay prices. Like for example, there's a very nice Louisiana Bayou type of place, Bubba's Bistro, Southern Louisiana food, and it's delicious. The food is great, but I'm not going to spend 24, 2019, $24 to have the food eaten at home. You're paying that price to enjoy the atmosphere of the restaurant. You're paying that price to enjoy the waiters and the waitresses and the bartenders. You're there for the ambiance. It's figured into the price of the food. But in this particular case, you know, I want to take home or eat in the streets a 25 or 25 a 20 20 19 $20 hamburger with french fries. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'll go to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's before I spend $20 for one cheeseburger and fries. I know the cheeseburger is great at the nice restaurant, but I'm paying to sit my butt down and enjoy the food. That's it. Not going to do anything else. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. Let me see if I get somebody else here. I guess the situation is different there. But yeah, isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic? Maybe maybe their mortality can. Well, they're not as bad as England. Well, that explains it. But I'll tell you one thing, brother, is that you have to be very careful of the figures that they're giving us here. People have brought it up into question. You know, if you had if you had Facebook, you can see my list of things that I've been putting on there. Oh boy. Can I ask you something? That band Troll, is he watching us talk or listening to us? Yeah, well, I would think that I think that they're listening, but they're blocked. I don't know what's going on. It might be him or her, but they can't type. but but they're watching our conversation. I don't get it. If they just behave themselves, there wouldn't be any problems. But people don't want to behave. That whatever. I don't get it. Let me see if I get somebody on here. I don't know what to say. Let me see if I get somebody else on here. It'd be interesting to talk to. Oh, really? I fall asleep. Oh my God. It's taking a toll on. Yeah, how are you, Adam? Yeah, yeah, but I didn't pick it up. I called you right back. Well, what's the message? Oh, you were? You're listening to me? Are you still watching? Our little bug out room? Be here. I'm talking to our friend Chase in Wales. So, yeah, well, are you the third? Well, why don't you type something in? Okay, why don't you go to check on dad and then call me back, okay? Yeah. So what do you want to talk about? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. What about driving Uber or driving the food stuff? Okay. All right. I got a friend. Yeah, well, but that's good news. Chase. I'm talking to a friend of mine in Tampa. That's good news. That's good news. I'm happy. I'm much happier. I was just arguing with somebody about that protest in Michigan where they stormed the building, and she said it was violent. It wasn't violent. Violence is when you're killing people, shooting them, punching them, hitting them over the head. So, well, fear. Fear is violence. I don't think it's fear is fear. I mean, what do you expect? People have been pushed too far. People are being pushed. I have a friend of mine with Chase. I'm talking to you right now, Chase. He's he can't sleep. He's been locked down since March 27th. He doesn't go out, and it's bothering him. My other friend Shaya from Iran, he found out that he got furloughed. He was so pissed off is that he threw his phone up against the wall. He's so angry. This is not good. I explained to her, she said, what do you think? Well, these people have been pushed. He said, well, people said, well, how can you compare Anne Frank and her situation with these protesters being locked down? I mean, how can you compare that? How can you compare that? I wouldn't use that analogy. I wouldn't compare that. How could you say something like that? These people have families. They can lose their homes. They can lose a lot of things. Oh, I don't say, I should have never called her tonight. I should never called her. Never called her. Oh, God. Well, listen, I'll let you go, okay, buddy? It's 11:10. All righty? But are you going to be watching me online for a little bit or what? You watching me now? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so you were the third person. So you're the third person that didn't respond, right? Okay, well then here, I'll hang up and then respond. And can you give me a thumbs up, dude? Please? If you want to make a comment like fun time, Mr. Nobody is crazy or something. Okay, well, I'll let you go, okay? I could, we can talk back and forth. All right, well, I'll talk to you later. Or I'll talk to you online. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. All right, oops, sorry. Yeah, I was just talking to my other friend in Florida. Oh, God. He has some good news. Some good news. Oh, you're sleepy and I'm sleepy. I was able to get out today to do some personal business, but there was a guy who was pretty angry, and he started throwing things around. Was upset about something. Are you still up, or did you fall asleep? Still here. That's good. Oh man, I don't know what else to say. I don't know. You give me. I think Adam's there. Hey, Adam, how are you? Oh man, I can't take this. I can't take this. I can't take this. I cannot take this. Adam, say something, man. Say something. Well, if you checked my latest vlog, where I was today was cloudy and a little cool, and it was raining, so you didn't have anybody outside. But on Tuesday was a bright sunny day, and there were people everywhere. The cases of the virus have been going down steadily. going down steadily. Pretty bad. I don't know. I when you're not working, it's pretty bad. Career is all fucked up. Excuse me, I cursed. Hello, Adam. Well, then you're not on your. I'm talking to Adam. Adam, you're on your cell phone, so it's kind of hard to type. Did I have a sandwich? I didn't have a sandwich. I had something else. I had a turkey. A sandwich. I don't remember what I had. I'll be right back. I'm going to get something. Give me a second. Let me go get up out of this room here for a moment. Get out. I'm stuck inside this little room. That's smart. I make a mess of these. I had a turkey. I didn't have a sandwich. Yeah, I'm trying to. I wish I can eat. I wish you guys were here to enjoy my pasta with sausages. I have a tortilla from Mexico. White corn cooked with lime, water, sodium properties. Okay, well, get some sleep, man. Get some sleep. You need it. So have a good night, okay? You try to do an emoji. Adam, are you still there? Okay, take care. Have a good night, Chase. Be well. Are you still there, Adam? Adam, say something. Adam. You busted. You bugged out too. Oh, for God's sake. You still there, Adam? I'm calling you right now, Adam. Oh, you were? Oh, shoot. This is good. Well, I'm happy to hear the good news. How you doing otherwise? I'm having a late night snack. What did you do today? Not much, right, brother? What did you do today? Nothing, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What else? Do you have anything else to say? There's nothing to talk about, basically. Yeah, I was arguing with this friend of mine about people storming. Well, I went to T-Mobile, and I'm going to get a replacement phone. The battery here is beginning to act up kind of funny. The batteries. The batteries. It's a 3-year-old phone. The battery's draining too fast. Let me ask you something. I have data, right? Are you still there? Okay, you have Wi-Fi, silent, Bluetooth Comfort View. I have Comfort View on. I turned it off. That takes battery power, right? Maybe we should turn that off. And I have the data link. I need that data link in order to stream, right? Right? Are you still there? I'm asking you, is that I have the data link. You know what the data link is? Well, it says here, well, then, if I turn off the data, right? Will I be able to go to like to YouTube and watch some videos or what? You don't know? I'll find out. Okay. Well, then I need it. Okay. Comfort View. Then just I'll turn off the Comfort View. All right, look, guy. I'll let you go, okay? Because you're not talking very much. You have nothing to say, and you just, well, it's not your fault. Yeah, I understand. What about renting the house? What are you talking about renting the house? Well, wait. You caught me off guard. What are you talking about, man? I'm getting scared. You're going to stay in the house for another year, right? Okay. Now, what about? Wait. Tell me, you broke up. What was that again? Adam, explain to me. I, oh, Adam, you gave me such good news. Now you're scaring me, man. What about this? What are you going to do, man? Yeah, great, good. Okay, great. Good, that's good. And you should call tomorrow about the Uber Eats thing. Okay. Massive breakthrough means coronavirus could come much sooner than thought. Yeah, yeah. Bombshell, CNN. I don't care anymore. I'm like, I'm at my wits' end with this shit. Well, I think they could have handled it much better. Okay, well then tell me what. Well then tell me what is it. Well, I don't know. Well, that doesn't make any sense. This person, my friend. You're going to criticize them for not doing the right thing, but you don't know, but you can't tell me what the right thing is. Then what's the point of you telling me that? These people have been pushed too far, and they stormed the state house, and the National Guard stopped them. Oh, it's not violent. There are people that are scared. So, so, Democrat. What do you expect from a Democrat? Well, I don't care if you don't like it. I'm not, yeah, but you don't see like I say. Explain. I'm the I don't take any sides. I'm the observer. I'm the observer. I'm stuck in between the both of you people, and she hates him anyway. Oh, this and that. Well, you know what? They're all guilty of something. Okay, they're all guilty of something. I'm guilty of a lot of things. Fuck. Oh yeah, I'm cursing again. I'm sorry. Oh, I made a promise. Look, I'll let you go, okay, buddy? I'll let you go because you're not online anymore, and that's yeah. Well, I took you off. Yeah. I want you to do me a favor before I go. I'll keep the channel open. I got to call my friend Shia, who was upset tonight. He threw his phone up against the wall. He just got furloughed from his job. You know. Okay. Well, maybe I'll give you a call a little later or something like that. See if you're still up. But if you can leave something, I appreciate it, buddy. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you online. Well, I'm right. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. But, oh, you know what? Now, if I wanted to see somebody, oh, you know what? It's okay. You already told me. The other person should have a camera. But I wonder if you can. I don't know. I don't know. If you're do, if you're live streaming on a phone, right? They can see you, but can they see you? But can you see them if they had a connection? Yeah, they haven't done that yet with the cell phones, right? That should be the next thing that they should do. Anyway, well, can I do HD calling with you? In other words, uh, hold on here. What's that? What do you mean FaceTime you? Yeah, yeah. How do you do that? Let me see if I can do that. Add call. Well, I'll call you right back in a minute. Let me see what I can do. Let me disconnect, okay? Okay, okay. Bye bye. Just give me a minute. Bye bye. Let me see what I can do. Bye. Well, now what? I tried to call you on the HD phone. Remember, I was going to call you. What? What do you? What was that? Best Buy? What's that? Yeah. Well, how do you do that? No, 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 no. I have an Android phone. Maybe they don't interface. Let me try again, okay? Or won't you call me and see what happens, okay? Won't you call me? What's that? You're gobbled. Gobbled. What was that again? Add call, HD plus voice, which I'm doing. Bluetooth. Would Bluetooth work if I put it on Bluetooth? So how do I call you on Face to? How do I see you, man? FaceTime? I just had HD calling. Well, won't you try calling? But you can't call me on your phone to my phone to see if I pick it up. Yeah, we'll try. We'll see what happens. I'll wait for you. Let's see what happens. Okay, bye bye. Bye. It didn't work? Okay, I want to call you HD. Here I go. Bye bye. HD video call. Oh, I don't see you. These. You, oh well. Uh, maybe I'll go by T-Mobile tomorrow and see if I can do it. Because since I ordered a replacement phone, you still there? Yeah, but I'm paying $15 a month insurance for this darn thing, right? It's 3 years old, and the battery's draining on it pretty fast. So I'm going to get a new phone. Just the same model, stuff like that. Oh man. What's that, buddy boy? Yeah, you know what? I well, hey, I'm having a good time. Now, when I call you, you can't see me. I cut the feed, right? I'm I'm sorry, guy. I'm sorry. All right. Well, then you know what? I'll be here waiting for you. And you can't. Yeah, you can't use your your mainframe computer, right? What's that? And what? Oh, okay. But can I? What? Whatever. I can't see. I can't see. Whatever. You can see me, but I can't see you. All right. Well, then look, I'll let you go, and you could, if you want to leave a comment or a thumbs up, it'll look good. Okay, buddy. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Let me go talk to find out what happened to Shia. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Hey, Shai. I'm sorry. I had to do something. I had to argue with somebody. I'm having soup and a tortilla. It's very delicious. All right, guys. When you call me back and talk to me, I'm here for you. If not, you're probably sleeping. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, Tony. This is Dave from New York. Wanted to touch base with you, see what's up. You're probably at Venice Beach looking for work. I'm gonna go see if you're on there. Otherwise, don't be shy. You can call me, or I'll give you a call back a little later. Bye bye. What the heck is you?
Need a professional website? I created one for our startup using Wix. Let me show you how I did it. First, go to Wix.com. Our startup is constantly evolving, and we need a website that can do the same. We use Wix Video to show.
I'm here with Holly Sias, and we're going to give you tips for small businesses to reopen during the new normal. Holly, thanks for joining us again.
Thanks again for having me. We're seeing small businesses reopening in states like Georgia, Oklahoma, and South Carolina, but they are operating much differently.
Okay. Westminster Dog Park. Not much to see today. All right. Nice day today. There used to be a community center right there. For the older people. I don't know what happened with that. Okay. I've been home, man. I've been home just trying to figure out what I'm going to do, you know. I've been on yesterday I was on the phone 4 hours waiting on the IRS. Their website kept us crashing. So did the unemployment website kept crashing. And I'm not even sure I qualify for the state unemployment. I may, hopefully I can get the government. We'll see. Because as a freelancer, I didn't pay into the unemployment.
Hey, Adam, are you
at all.
there?
My boss didn't pay into it. He paid me $400 a week. That's not a lot of money at all. It's really a lot of stuff.
Are you there, Adam? Ah. Are you there, Adam? Hello?
On behalf of our entire Mars helicopter team, I'd like to thank you for our name for our Mars helicopter.
In March, we found out the name for the rover was going to be Perseverance. So we thought it was over, that I didn't win anything. And then a few weeks later, we get an email that says, hey, we want to.
Had enough.
Okay. Westminster Dog Park. Not much to see today. All right. Nice day today.
Having some nice soup, Adam. Wish you were here to have some of this delicious soup. Mm-mm-mm.
There used to be a community center right there for the older people. I don't know what happened with that. Okay. I've been home, man. I've been home just trying to figure out what I'm going to do. You know, I've been home. Yesterday I was on the phone 4 hours waiting on the IRS. Their website kept us crashing, so that the unemployment website kept crashing.
Hello, Adam. Say something.
And I'm not even sure I qualify for the state unemployment. I may, hopefully, I can get the government.
Are you answer? Are you there? You did?
Because as a freelancer, I didn't pay into unemployment at all.
You can't use your
My boss
computer,
paid
right?
into it. He paid me $400 a week. That's not a lot of money at all. Really, not with that. But I'm hoping
You don't want to turn it on.
when I'll be able to get some of that. Just get by for a few months.
You don't have a good time. You don't have a good. You don't want to have a good time with Mr. Nobody's chat room. I'm surprised.
Okay, man. All right, I'm finished here. You guys stay well,
I don't get you.
stay positive, like I'm trying to do.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see if you come on again. I don't know why you don't answer. Is that the problem?
The Snapchat on this block. Went some places out of here.
Are you
Not here.
sure?
All right, folks.
Are you positive
I'll
enough to
talk to you guys
give me a
later.
funny story?
This letter to send it back. Stimulus check. I went online. Nothing yet.
What are you laughing at?
This is a nightmare, folks.
Yeah, but well, I mean, I see two people, and who the heck's this second person? I'm like, there's a third person. I don't know if it's a troll or not, but the third person wasn't the troll. It was you. I was like, hello, say something. It's like, golly, gee, willy, this is more frustrating than having a cheeseburger. Okay, well, I did because you hung up, so I didn't want to not call you back. All right, well, I'll be here waiting for you, pal. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Oh, no. I want to call her. I want to call her. Hey, guy. Yeah, I can imagine. Did you have a chance to talk with your managers at B&H? Okay, so they did the right thing. You take unemployment for a while, and then they reopen. Well, well, not like how many percentage that they're going to bring back because they don't know what business is going to be like. Yeah. Yep. Well, I think it'll come back. Well, they're very close to a vaccine, according to this news report. We just got to take it day by day, Shia. We got to take it day by day. I know that's. Yeah. Oh, the Chinese owners. The guy who told you that they're going to open up in September, is he sure? Oh my God. I'm having a hard time. You heard from Mr. Cohen?